Hope everybody is doing really great today. This beautiful Thursday afternoon in Oregon. Here we are. Just gonna finish up what we started the other day. Hey Jack, what's happening? Doc, what's happening? Hey. Oh man, you guys, didn't we have a blast last night with Richard? That was super fun. I'm kind of picking up. I'm kind of picking up where I left off on the last episode of Welcome to the Bench, where this Fender. What is it? Yeah, it's a Jazzmaster offset. This is a kind of a unique Jazzmaster because it's more of a modern. I think it's from the Modern Player series of these. You'll notice that it doesn't have all the weird knobs and push button stuff on it. But most importantly, the whammy bar broke off down inside here, and the other day when I stopped broadcasting, I was in the process of fixing that. Well, finish what you started, right? It's a really good policy in just about anything, and I finished what I started. So the guitar is actually fixed. Hey, yeah, Doc, I agree with you, bro. And it looks like there's about maybe a 15-second lag in the chat versus the stream versus when I see it. So if I'm a little behind, I am not sorry. It is just the way it is. But yeah, that was really cool. It was fun to work with Richard on that one. His first music video on YouTube, and he did it. It's been amazing to watch him grow as a guitar player and a streamer on YouTube. Mr. Rock, yeah, what are you fixing, dude? I see you're working in the background. Yeah, I figured, this guitar, the Jazzmaster, I don't know what the first year that this guitar was built. I'm guessing probably 60s, sometime in the 60s. If you know that, let me know. I don't know what the first year of this guitar, when it appeared. Kind of a futuristic looking guitar for how old it might be. And I know it's really fun watching somebody string up a guitar. And I know funny how certain people pay people to string up their guitars, and that's great. Good for them. Justin, hello, brother. Okay, so really, Charlie was here the other day, and he offered so many wonderful. And he's not here today, and I'm kind of bummed about that, because I was really hoping to show him what the end all solve for the damage that happened to this guitar. And kind of interesting how I was able to fix it with parts that I have on hand that I believe improved the instrument quite a bit. Jam Man, an Overdrive E200, golden plexi. Ha ha. I'll sell broken pedals for $5. Oh, cool. So you're repairing some, rebuilding or restoring or whatever, some pedals. That's awesome, dude. I wish I had time to do that sort of stuff. There just aren't enough hours in the day. So that sounds like cool work. Have you gotten any of them up and running yet? Right. Yeah, you gotta buy gas, dude. Oh boy. I don't buy much gas. The gas prices haven't really affected me at all. I walk. I don't have to drive anywhere. If I want to go to Portland, I have to drive about 45 miles to the airport there in Pendleton. So that's the extent of driving that I do. I put, I think I put $20 in my gas tank. I want to say I did it about 5 days ago because I just saw the price and it looked reasonable. So I didn't really have to do it, but you know, you got a little extra money, might as well stock up, right? So here's what the end-all fix was. I drilled out the shaft here where this wimpy little, puny little piece of shit, and Fender, I'm not afraid to say this on my channel, this is a joke, you guys. This is about 4 millimeters in diameter, and it's really long. It's a really long bar. So the fact that Fender puts this in an American-made Strat, or forgive the Freudian slip, an American-made guitar, this is utterly a joke, because this is not the first one that I've seen busted off, and it broke off down inside the shaft here. And so number one, I just want to criticize Fender for allowing this to be on your instruments. This is ridiculous. It is so wimpy. I mean, this is sad. So this is 4 millimeters. Okay. So I drilled it out with a, what was it? A 5/32 drill bit, and broke 2 bits trying to get that out of there. I didn't want to have to replace any parts on the guitar, and was very careful not to dig into those threads. And here at my shop, I keep a 5 millimeter bar in stock because most of the instruments that are built anymore are made in other parts of the world that use the metric system. They're the smart places in the world where tens are math instead of, you know, other stupid shit like this American Imperial. And this 5 millimeter bar, this is, mind you, this is a 5 millimeter bar, threads into this socket. So the bar is actually bigger in diameter, and it'll go down, and right about at that point it hits the spring that's down in the bottom of that, and boom, stops, and you can place the bar wherever you want. So ultimately we drilled it out, and a 5 millimeter bar, it's a millimeter bar, mind you. Gosh, metric system is really lame, right? So that was it. Yeah, this so this guitar at this point, I thought I'd share this with y'all because you know, I got a lot of really great input on the video I did the other day when I started working on it, and was really kind of dumbfounded as to what I should do to repair that. Of course, there were always the options of drilling it out, you know, and then retapping it and everything. I didn't even have to retap it. I drilled it out, and this metric which leads me to believe that while Fender is saying their shit is made in America and you're paying for that labor, I do not believe that this is an American-made arm, or basically the vibrato system on this at all. I believe that this is made in Mexico. I can't say that for certain, I don't know, but the guitar is advertised as made in the USA. So when you're buying a US Jazzmaster for whatever, probably this guitar was probably in there for $1,200. Likely it was not all made in America. You're being lied to. I don't quote me on that. I'm just guessing. It's not like Americans don't lie about shit, right? Or American corporations don't lie about shit. The other project that y'all might find interesting while you're talking about fixing electronic equipment. Ooh, boy, that thing is heavy. Shed some light on this bad boy. I've had this cooking, warming up for about the last, I don't know, it's been fired up probably for 3 hours now. Crank it up. It's a 1953, it's a Fender Bandmaster. There she is. Volume just completely beamed, and you can hear a little bit of noise from that. I have basically rebuilt this circuit. Removed all of the old capacitors, of course, some resistors that were far out of tolerance. Removed some of the rubber coated wiring that was not period correct that some other tech had installed in that, and reinstalled some fabric wire. If you're gonna rebuild an old vintage amplifier, you might as well use the right period correct material on it. The thing worked fine when it came in, aside from all the noise. It had that great filter cap noise going on, with burnt filter caps and such. The thing had been absolutely worked on by somebody else before I had a chance to do the restoration work on it. Yeah, and I didn't have to tap it. The threads, the 5mm threads worked just perfectly. So not 100% certain how or why that worked out to be the way it did. And another thing, today I was given this really awesome gift from the owner of the business that I work at. Gave me these coffee beans from Honduras. Really kind of a cool gift. So I've got some really good coffee that I'll be able to try out tomorrow morning. Yeah. Kevin, what's up, brother? It's good to see you. Hey, it was great to see you the other day. I have not gotten started on your instrument yet. So be patient with me on that one. I've had a lot of other stuff, man. You guys, I got a bunch of guitars dropped off over the last day and a half. I'm kind of shocked. I am a busy boy, which is pretty normal.
Does it just come with the strap or what? But the clip-on they lock.
There's different styles of those, and what I always used over the years was my favorite was the.
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me.
I've over the years because I was cheap and I didn't want to change the buttons out.
Here we go. Now, I was hoping to just plug this Fender guitar into the old Fender amp Want to hear the amp? Maybe.
You're going to want to put the strap lock on a different spot.
Haha, yeah. Yeah, and my friend Kevin here, you all say hi to Kevin, a very good buddy of mine and a student of mine. And he's grown immensely with his guitar playing and such. He decided to use some 8-gauge strings on his Fender Strat. He had some surgery done on his left arm, had some repairs done, and he's recovering very, very well and back to playing and such. And I was so happy to see that. We missed several weeks, if not over a month, of lessons together because of that surgery that he had. And it sounds like he's trying to get back to work and all that. So best of luck with all of that. Stephen, it's good to see you. I'm really glad that I met you, Stephen. You are one cool dude. So the amp is all done. I haven't. Let me stretch these strings just a little bit before I plug it. Let me get. I just don't want to play through this thing. I don't want to be playing through it and have the thing going out of tune left and right. That wouldn't be. Give him a little stretch. Got the bar fixed on this, brother. I really wish Charlie was here, because he would have loved to have seen this thing fixed. And really, ultimately, drilling it out was the ultimate fix, and how I ended up. Kind of a last resort. Did my best to not have to drill it out, and sound good? Sound good? All right. Where's my guitar cable? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Right at my feet. Yeah. So 2002, I believe, was what this era of Fender Mustang is. I'm going to, let's use input 2. What the heck? I think it'll work. Alright, so let me get you up here so you can see what's going on. I think you should be able to see me in the amp. See how my cameraman's doing. Stool situated, wearing shorts at work. Can you believe it? We have had such beautiful weather. 1953 amplifier ever. Curious. If you have played through a 1953 or older amp, I'm really curious. Yeah. I missed it too, Hugh. Hello, welcome, brother. Yeah, that's the first peep I think the old 53 is made. Curious if any of you guys have played through an amp that old before. I mean, it could have been back in 1975, and it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, really. Yeah, Hugh, we got the arm on that Jazzmaster. I got the arm fixed on it. Kind of interesting how that all came about. Hi, Zach. Welcome, brother. I think that the Bandmaster amplifier total output is going to be about 25 watts, and it's running into in the cabinet is a 115. What is this? Signature speaker. James Lansing. So it's a signature speaker from the James Lansing company based in Los Angeles, California. It is not the original speaker. I believe in 53. I have to eat some Skittles. My blood sugar is a little bit low. Yeah. What would they have used? Jensen's. Yeah. Hugh, my compliments on getting Richard on the map. It's so cool that you guys were able to put that song together. He had done one a while back. I don't know if it ended up on YouTube. I don't remember. I think he did post it on there. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which, you know, take it or leave it, kind of a long song, but he did a fantastic job with his vocals on that. What an amazing singer. We can get him to start doing some growling. We'll get him in some rock. Hugh, did you working on anything super cool recently, lately? Just curious if have you had any neat guitars come in. I've had some really cool ones show up. In particular, Fenders. And you know what's interesting? So we've got, you know, this beautiful two-tone burst, silver and black. I believe it's a 2002. I have to look up the serial number. So we've got this beauty. All right, comes in droves. Get ready. And then kind of show you what I have to deal with on almost a daily basis. I want to check this out. Look at these cases. Yeah. Look at that. They put these little notches in them, so when you stack up guitars, they actually line up. It's like cordwood. Pretty darn close. This is Kevin. This is Mr. Kevin McElhaney's Fender Strat. So here's a beautiful Jazzmaster Stratocaster. Boy, not bad, huh? I have to work on these things every day. Yamaha. Oh yeah, 70s. Yeah, yeah. I'd love to hear Richard do some hard rock, but that's the kind of music I love. He's not necessarily in love with that style of music, but pretty interesting how, you know, I don't know. I can't think of the last time I worked on a Fender. I did work on the 52 Telly the other day. I think we just restrung it. And this is a brand spanking new guitar. And take a look at how much this dude's been playing this. This is Kevin, one of my students' Strats, HSS style. It's got the push button here for tonal shifts, and pull taps. It's just a push tone control, which is really a nice addition. Yeah, dude. And look at the wear. This thing is brand spanking new, mind you. This guy has played the fuck out of this guitar. Look at the neck on that. Look at the wear that the guys put into that. All the blood and sweat, and you can see it. Yep, a couple of pretty darn nice Fenders. Probably close to $3,000 worth of guitars right here. Brand spanking new. Yep, both of them. This one, I think, is a 2002 model. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Look what the cat dragged in. Pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm not going to finish this setup. You guys have seen 1,000 setups done like this, but yeah. Let's see, what would have been a song in the 50s? Boy, what would have been played through this amplifier?
Was it
Early 50s. Elvis was around. When did he?
No, big band. It would be like the tail end of the big band era.
Big band.
Not really true rock and
Bebop.
roll. Yeah, kind of bebop vocal groups.
Yeah.
A little bit of Les Paul stuff, chordy stuff, jazzy kind of.
I can't play any of that shit.
It's a weird.
I'm not that at the level. My 50s. Well, 54 was when the Strat arrived, and
well, if you think about it, that guitar would have been, that amp would have been really popular in the late 50s because it would have been sitting around.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Alright, so it's fun to get to play a, I don't know, sort of period correct. Now, I will divulge that I did plug a 1952 Fender Telecaster into that amp, and the owner of my shop that gave me this copy played his guitar through that amplifier, and talk about glorious. I did shoot video of that. Anything Buddy Holly, yep. Boy, you know, the rock and roll that was happening in that 1953 when this amp was built, I mean, there wasn't really any. Rock and roll really hadn't arrived yet. Megatone Twins, still have the bass in the amp. Oh, wow. Cool. Well, you guys, I'm gonna get going. It's about time for my day to end. And I need to get home and get some recording mixing done today. have a new song that we're working on, an original piece of music. Hopefully that's about all you hear from me from now on, but we'll do a cover once in a while. Yeah. Doc, I love you, bro. I don't have a metal zone. And yeah, it probably would. That would probably sound epic plugged into that. But keep in mind also, the amp is a 115. It's not a 12-inch or a 10-inch speaker, so it's got that woofy kind of. You turn the bass up past 5, and all of the knobs go to 12. They don't even bother with fucking 10, right? And Fender knew. They knew they needed to have a loud amplifier. Yeah, so thanks you all for hanging with me today. I'm gonna clean up my bench and I'm gonna go home. So have a wonderful evening, everybody, or morning if it's that part of the world that you're from. We're all equal.